Hi, Tom here. Welcome to today's video. Scorpio, the last few weeks transformed something deep inside you. You stabilized your emotions. You stopped reacting from old wounds. You chose truth without drama. You grounded your intensity. This week is different. This week isn't about another deep transformation. It's about strategic expansion. From a Vedic perspective, the energy now supports growth in areas tied to influence, finances, long-term power, and positioning. But this isn't explosive growth. It's controlled. You may notice subtle shifts in authority around you this week. More leverage, more respect, more weight behind your words. Not louder, heavier. And heaviness, when steady, commands attention. Scorpio, your strength has always been depth. You see beneath the surface. You understand people's motives. You sense timing. But this week teaches you something elevated. When your emotions are stable, your strategy sharpens. And sharp strategy multiplies power. You may feel ready to make a calculated move later in the week. A financial adjustment, boundary shift, a leadership step. This isn't reactive. This is premeditated expansion. So here's the deeper lesson for you this week. Power doesn't need intensity to grow. It needs precision. You don't have to burn anything down to rise. You can build upward calmly now. There may be financial or resource-related growth this week. A new opportunity, an increase in responsibility, a shift that increases your control over your own outcomes. This isn't luck. It's alignment meeting readiness. You may also notice people responding differently around you. Less testing, less pushing, more respect. That's because you're no longer emitting volatility. You're emitting stability. And stability is intimidating in the best way. This week supports expansion through restraint. Choosing when to speak. Choosing when to move. And choosing when to reveal. Strategic silence can be just as powerful as action. And you know that. There may be a moment where old intensity tries to resurface. A desire to push harder, to accelerate the outcome, to test loyalty or pressure the situation. Pause. Your position is stronger than you think. You don't need to force it. Now, let's talk alignment. One intentional practice for you this week. Make one calculated move that increases your long-term control. Adjust something financially. Clarify a boundary. Position yourself for future leverage. Small move, big impact. As you allow this growth, notice what shifts inside. More confidence, more calm, less emotional turbulence. That's power becoming sustainable. Scorpio. This week isn't about intensity. It's about influence. You stabilize your inner world. Now your external power can expand without chaos. And power that grows quietly lasts the longest. And you need to trust that. There's something important you should know. These horoscopes are based on Vedic astrology, also known as sidereal astrology. That means we're using the actual positions of the stars in the sky, not the tropical system used in most Western astrology. Because of that, your sun signs here may be different than what you're used to, and that's okay. In Vedic astrology, we don't start with the sun sign. We start with the moon sign, because the moon represents your mind, emotions, and how life is experienced day to day. First, always watch this for your Vedic moon sign. That's where this horoscope will feel the most accurate and personal. Next, I recommend watching for your rising sign, also called your ascendant or lagna. Your rising sign shows how these energies show up in your physical life, your body, your environment, and the situations unfolding around you. Then, you can also watch for your sun sign, which adds insight into your identity, confidence, and sense of purpose during this time. And if love, relationships, creativity, or money are major themes for you right now, I also recommend checking your Venus sign, called Shukra in Vedic astrology, for an extra layer of clarity. For weeks where things feel intense, faded, or life-shifting, it can also be helpful to look at your lunar nodes, Rahu and Ketu. These show where growth is pulling you forward and where old patterns are asking to be released. To find your correct placements, make sure you're using a Vedic or sidereal natal chart, not a tropical one. Once you know your moon, rising, sun, and Venus signs, and optionally Rahu and Ketu, you'll get a much deeper and more complete understanding of what's unfolding. If this message resonated with you, please like the video. It truly helps support this channel and allows these messages to reach the people who actually need them. And if you're enjoying these weekly Vedic horoscopes, consider subscribing so you don't miss future messages for your signs. You are not one sign. You are a system of energies, learning how to work together. Take care and be calm.